This ATV tour gave us the full island experience we were looking for. We got to see both sides of the island, stop at some absolutely breathtaking spots, and take in views you truly wouldn't get any other way. Riding around the island on the ATV was such an unforgettable experience and made us feel like we really got to explore and enjoy everything the island has to offer. Our tour guide was absolutely incredible, so friendly, knowledgeable, and genuinely cared about making sure everyone had the best time possible. They gave us plenty of time to enjoy the beautiful spots and never made us feel rushed. I honestly would recommend this to everyone visiting the island. It was one of the highlights of our trip. And please make sure you tip your guides well, they work so hard and truly care about giving you an amazing experience. Great tour. Don't hesitate booking. This was the highlight of our week-long trip on a cruise. Roberto was a wonderful guide and the company was amazing to work with. We had 6 people and did 2 UTVs. My 19-year-old drove one and had an absolute blast. The whole family enjoyed the trip from ages 10 to 48. We enjoyed all the stops and had so much fun seeing the sights. French bakery is a must. Feeding the iguanas, visiting the fort, and the Moses Walk were all wonderful too. You see the whole island from a local perspective, including 2 beaches where we stopped to snorkel. Roberto will stay with your stuff at the vehicle while at the stops, so feel comfortable if you have a bag you need to take along. Absolutely one of the best excursions we've done to date. Thanks Roberto and team for an incredible experience. We had a great time. We rented the UTV and I would recommend that over the ATV. Much of our tour was on the French side, but that is what we wanted to see. Not saying the Dutch side wouldn't be good, but that side of the island is so overcrowded with cars and especially tourists when the cruise ships come in that you would spend more time worrying about traffic than actually seeing the island. Our guide, Roberto, was amazing and a lot of fun. Being a local from the French side, he showed us many things that I can guarantee you we would not have seen or even known about. He introduced us to many great people who were all so nice. We had a blast and would highly recommend. You should request Roberto. And a personal thank you to Roberto for a great experience. This was our first time riding ATVs, and we had such an amazing experience. The staff was friendly, patient, and made us feel comfortable and safe the entire time. They explained everything clearly, which made it super easy for us as first-timers. The ride was so much fun and definitely one of the highlights of our trip to St. Maarten. We would 100% recommend them, especially if it's your first time riding an ATV. We'd definitely do it again. Roberto was the best tour guide and he made sure we stayed safe while driving through the French and Dutch sides of the island. From Marigot to Orient Bay and plenty of stops in between, we saw many parts of the island that we wouldn't have by simply walking around or catching a taxi. This was a very memorable tour and I would definitely recommend it to anyone. It was our first day on vacation and I wanted to see, explore, feel, learn about St. Maarten, and this was perfect. The 2 guides Roberto and the other gentleman were outstanding, so warm and friendly. They loved sharing about the island. It was the perfect beginning to learning the culture, history and vibe of both the Dutch and French side. What an amazing time we had on this excursion. Our tour guide Jose was so nice and got us to all the locations safely. We would not have seen the whole French side of the island without this tour. The beaches were amazing and the views magnificent. Everyone was so nice and professional. Would recommend this tour 10 tenths.